Hey everybody, hope you enjoy this. My name is Mark Daniel, and if you don't already know, I'm a stand-up comedian, and I always wanted to show you my process of coming up with brand new materials. There are three steps in coming up with new material. There's the event, the creation of the material, and the execution of the material. And I'm gonna walk you through those three processes. All right, the first thing has already happened. It was the event, and we'll get into more detail about the particulars. But I was having some groin issues, and I went to the doctor. That was the event and my experience with that. And here's the proof right here. I got a prescription. I have to go to a specialist and get a CT scan and an ultrasound of my groin area. So that was the event. The next step after the event, like I said, is the creation of the material. So I started thinking about how can I deliver this? How can I get this out of my head and onto paper? So the next step is to put it on paper. Here is said material all written out on paper. Now, it's funny to me right now, but it might not be funny to people, but I have to get it out of my head and put it on paper. So, and when I know it's funny and I've performed it and people laughed and I've done edits and cut things out and I feel this is a bit that I can use in my full set, I move on to this and I put it in here officially in my official joke book. Shout out to Gabby for her fantastic professional artwork to keep me inspired in my notebook. From here, it goes in here when it's done. But here's the process to get from here to in here. After I get it, I write it out, I rehearse it in my head, I say, okay, this is it, I'm ready to deliver it. What you do as a stand-up comedian is you go to an open mic and you try your material. And this is where you sink or swim. You're gonna try that material, and if it's kind of funny, you try to edit on the fly or edit when you get back home, or if it's just not funny at all, you just stop doing it.
He's a professional headliner. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Daniels, everybody!
Everybody does open mics, no matter what level you are as a comic, because it's the best place to try your material. Sometimes you don't have a gig and you just got to go and keep your chops going. The unique thing about an open mic is the audience, and here's the audience. They're made up of 70% fellow comics that are just hanging out or waiting to go on stage. 30% people who have no idea that it was open mic night. They just came to grab a beer and hang with their friends. And 10% are people that basically came to support a friend that's trying stand-up for the first time ever.
That's my time. I hope you guys smile. Have a good night, y'all.
I want you guys to go wild and crazy. Give it up for my friend Mark Daniel!
I tell you what, man. I got beef with older men. The older men, they don't tell you something. They don't tell you something when you run around in your 20s. They don't tell you that when you hit your mid-40s, you're going to have an estranged relationship with one of your nuts. Okay? I want to tell you something. One of my nuts, my left nut is like halfway down my thigh right now. It is leaving me. I did not know that. And this is not a gradual process, okay? I'm gonna tell these young people right now, it is not a gradual process. It happens overnight. I turned 44 and it was like, blam! I panicked. I thought my USB cable came out. I was like, what's happening? HDMI was, I tried to tuck it back in. It was 3 inches lower than the right one. I didn't know what was, I was panicking. I almost called 911, but I didn't. I decided to do a self-diagnosis. That's what I said, I'm gonna check myself. Don't check yourself if you don't know what you're doing, people. You will panic. I'm checking myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm panicking, right? I'm feeling around. I start making up diseases that I heard on television. I'm feeling around like, oh God, that's a polyp. Oh God, that's a polyp. I got a polyp in my nut, y'all. I got a polyp in my nut. What's that pain? I got an ulcer. I got ulcer of the balls. I got ulcer of the balls. I'm feeling around. I'm like, the pain is going back and forth. I got fibromyalgia, y'all. I got fibromyalgia in my nuts. What is happening right now? The pain is there. I got mesothelioma. Oh God, I got mesothelioma. How did I get asbestos in my drawers? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I got 3 knees, people, 3 knees. I'm panicking, right?
There it is, part of my creative process. If it's funny, I'll keep it. If it's not, it never happened.